Alright guys, it's time to talk about Pengu or Pudgy Penguins on the channel once again guys. Now we last did a video about 10 days ago on the 12th of April. So you can see we were, trying to get through a couple of resistances on that day. We actually failed. We got a rejection. We came down. And anyways guys, we did kind of make another higher low. So this is the low. Now you have kind of like this little node here as the next low. And yeah, you can see a few days ago we kind of punched through this resistance for the first time. And how many months has this been? We've been down. So yeah, actually a lot of cryptos around the beginning of February started some, resistance basically with trend lines like this. Pangu actually came up many times and tried to hit this and break through. You can see there was almost a breakout here in the end of March, guys. But yeah, we find ourselves just on the 20th of April getting that break, and we have actually broken this daily resistance at 0.0054 today. So that is a good sign. Now the next resistance is a weekly resistance up here. It's at about 0.0064. So I don't think we're going to break that today. But yeah, we are starting to break into a range where we haven't been since about the end of March, guys. So we also have kind of a small W pattern here. So that is good. We have broken this neckline. So that's another thing that is going well for Pangu, we can say. So technically Pangu is starting to look like a pretty good little crypto. Now I have actually DCA'd quite a bit into Pangu. I mean, it's not a lot of money, guys. But I'm just saying that I have probably DCA'd into this about 6 times, and I'm just buying small amounts, guys. You can see I have like 18 bucks of Pangu. I have 3,000 Pangu. I probably will get a little bit more, maybe possibly tomorrow. There is some free money coming to me. We'll see, guys. I would like to pick up maybe a couple thousand more Pangu. I do believe this is actually not a bad little project, and they have a nice little website with NFTs and things. So yeah, you can see the max supply is these 1,000,000,008s here. Now circulating is about 3/4 of that. So keep that in mind. This is kind of a high number. I don't like projects so much that are above really 10 billion. Now, this is kind of a, I would say an outlier for me. It's kind of a risk, but all of what I have with Pangu is free. I did not buy this with my own personal money. I only use launch pool money or something like this, which is free. Now, all-time high, guys, I actually sold it up here on this day, and I picked it up the first time about half this price. So that was my first DCA into Pangu. I would say probably, I have something like a 0.008 or 9 average probably on this. So I am probably a little bit in a loss, but like I said, this is all free money. Now, it is the number 173 project, so that isn't too bad, guys. It's in the top 200. And yeah, I've heard some good things about this project. Now, it is new. It can certainly go a lot lower, guys, and a lot of these new projects go really super low. So yeah, 14 days ago, we actually hit the low. So you can see that. So we are 63% up. If you picked it up at, this price, excellent buy. So yeah, guys. Now, if we take a quick look at Bitcoin, it is trying to break back into this range where we traded for several months, as you saw from like November until we broke down end of February. We tried to get back in it in March, just failed. So let's see where this closes. Now, there is a resistance here that we are still trying to break. It's about $110 below us right now at 91,111. We need to see if we can close above that. But yeah, and then after that, guys, we do have this resistance up here on a weekly time frame, which we kind of got rejected here in March. So Anyways, guys, we are taking out much of the range that we've been trading in since back on the 7th of March. We haven't really been this high. So that is actually very nice to see. Now, Ethereum actually is, getting quite a bounce. It got a bounce actually off the 1546 support here on a weekly time frame. So that is strong support. Now it is also breaking through major resistance up here at 1685. We have been rejected here a couple of times already since, about the last 15 days, we've been rejected twice. It could happen again today, guys. So let's see. Next resistance up here at the top of the Fibonacci at about 17, let's just say 67 or 8. If we punch through that, we do have 1795 next, and yeah, then we will look a lot better. But still, Ethereum is, pretty far from being out of the woods. Now, you can see Ethereum has broken down several times along the way. It has a lot of bear flags here that I've marked off. And yeah, we do have this major resistance, actually, this trend line that we will have to deal with at some point. So if I go back, you can see that actually starts back in December, hit here, almost a hit there. Pretty much you can count that. You can probably count that. You can count that. And then since then, guys, we haven't really been close to that trend line. So yeah, Ethereum, in my opinion, still not one of my favorite projects. I would say Solana, BNB, even Avalanche or something like this is better. So keep that in mind, guys. I don't believe that Ethereum should be the altcoin leader, but unfortunately it is. Now, taking a look at the total market cap, guys, we are sitting just below 1 trillion. So yeah, I do believe we will get there soon. If not tonight, then probably tomorrow. Now, dominance, guys, it just keeps going up. I mean, we have like 8 weeks in a row of just up. Now we're past the cycle high. We hit that cycle high, about 10, no, this is probably 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks ago. So about 3 months ago, we hit the cycle high, and now we're breaking through it. So we do have a couple of other resistances above that were also some highs in the past, in the very, very distant past. So keep that in mind, guys. Let's put this on a daily time frame. Yeah, so you can see, guys, the last 3 days it's just going up. And I just, altcoin holders, we don't want to see this. We need to break down below this trend line here. That's actually like a 2.5-year trend line. Now, taking a look at the CME futures, it has, it looks like it has closed for the day at 91,660. It is above this trend line still, so that's a good thing to see. We had a pretty large candle today. The dollar index actually is getting quite a bounce. Now, I haven't marked off anything below 98.21 yet, but for now, I don't need to mark anything off. It's getting quite a bounce today. It may consolidate between 99.17 and 98.21. We just have to wait and see. I will mark off some more, points below if we get there. Now, the liquidation heat map, guys, 346 million right now is wrecked in the last 24 hours, mostly shorts. The fear and greed is a 47 today. Yesterday was a 39, so we're kind of going up pretty fast. I don't like to see that too much. I hope we do slow down, maybe stay in neutral for a little while. And the altcoin season index, guys, I refreshed this right before the video. It's an 18 still. So yeah, we do have a 1 in front of the number, unfortunately. The bull market peak indicators, guys, still, I'm a broken record, 0 from 30. It's 100% hold. Now, the pi cycle top indicator, I've zoomed in here. It does kind of look like it is going to start curving up here. You see it on your TV or your mobile. You can zoom in. Maybe it looks like it has started to curve here a little bit. Anyways, tomorrow we do have PMI. And we do have Waller speaking, and that's pretty much it tomorrow. It's not really a big day economically. The Moodix, intraday statistics and things, we have had a positive day so far. And here's some of the top, breaking news. Now, if you want to get into the, Telegram, I do post all of the news in Telegram immediately when it happens, guys, so you know what's going on and what's affecting Bitcoin and how strong that news is. For example, this is very strong news. You know, actually, most of the news we've had lately is very strong. And, you know, for example, this is not so strong down here, 0.0375. But anyways, like this is super big, 0.3725. Even 0.13 is actually very big. But anything under 0.1 is just not that big. But anyways, if you want to get in the Telegram, guys, it's only $2 to join, you know, and get a membership, you know, of their channel. And I would really appreciate it, guys. So anyways, FedWatch Tool says we're not getting cut, 90% sure. And, you know, we still have, though, 2 weeks almost exactly. So I think next week we can probably start to speculate a little bit. But yeah, there is still almost 10% holding out hope. Now, Crypto Bubbles looks pretty good today. Last hour actually is green now. The last video I just made on Sui, a little while ago it was red, but we do have green across the board except for the year now. Now, if you want to go to Coinando and look for Pudgy Penguins, I'm sorry, but there is actually no deals listed here. However, on Binance, they do have staking for Pudgy Penguins. That's as much as I know, though, guys. I don't know of any other staking for Pudgy Penguins, unfortunately. Anyways, if you like this video, guys, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends. You can see some of the exchanges that I'm working with below in the description, guys. And yeah, if you sign up with them, you know, it helps me out a lot. And I do think they are all 3 good exchanges. And yeah, guys, if you want to become a member of the channel, like I said, you know, it only costs $2. And yeah, thank you a lot. And I look forward to making you more videos in the future.